what kind of internet spaces do you hang out on? What kind of vibe is your algorithm like?
Man, it's whatever I'm doing at the moment. So I get a lot of Dragon Ball.
Word.
I get pushed a lot of the election stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Dark humor.
What kind of dark humor? What's scratching that dark itch?
It varies.
Giving you that evil chuckle.
It varies.
Yeah. The real darkness is the accounts that you make your own darkness out of. You know what I mean?
Like you
get
make
these,
it dark.
Yeah, you find these people that are like unhinged or maybe not so like well mentally or whatever, and then that's when you start thinking, oh, this is funny to me because they're crazy or whatever.
Crockett loves to send me videos that are just schizophrenic people rambling
about anything and everything.
About anything, about the people that are following them.
Yeah, there's this one guy who lives in a
having
facility,
schizo moments.
and he's constantly videoing himself yelling at the ladies that work at this mental facility, saying that they're trying to poison him with the water, and he won't drink any water or take any of his fucking medicine, and he's fucking nuts.
He's allowed to have a phone?
Yes, and he calls them like all kinds of bitches, and he says that God's gonna fucking strike him down.
They probably couldn't take it from him.
It's glued to his hand.
Yeah, I can have this.
No, this guy was completely unhinged. And then you got like the really overly sexual people that are like really old and just lonely as shit, and they're just looking for somebody out there. Those are really good people.
There's cougars in your area.
Yeah, these are more men. More men.
More Miami Beach, Florida.
Yeah, they live all kinds of places, but they travel for stuff.
For the motorcycle events and stuff like that. Yeah,
like passport guys. You know, they go to like Thailand and Brazil and Colombia and stuff.
Are these like, how would you say these guys are doing financially?
They usually are doing okay. So here's the thing. These guys sit behind a desk for a couple years, run up their 401k, their retirement. They hit 60. They jump ship early because they saved enough money. They just travel around fucking, you know what I mean? Or
doing whatever they want.
Their version of that is with whoever they want to. So they go to the Philippines. They go to Thailand. They go to Brazil. They go to Colombia. And they pay to have sex with these people. And that's
a life.
So because you...
All those places have something in common.
Yeah. What is that?
Well, I mean, they're going around to, fuck around.
Yeah. They're going
Those
around
would
for
be the countries you go
red
to.
light districts.
Yes.
Yes. Famous for, their red light districts. They're women, some of them, some of the most beautiful women.
And sometimes the women are dudes.
Yeah.
And that's okay there.
I'd say at least half.
Yeah. Look, what happens in Bangkok stays in Bangkok, dude. That's what I've always heard.
Except the diseases.
Yeah,
those
diseases will come back. They stay. They survive the plane ride.
I like how we low key danced around quoting The Hangover right there.
Did we?
Yeah. In the first one, he said, "What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, except for herpes. That should have come back with you." The dad says that.
I was really trying hard not to say that because they got other diseases over there. They got.
They got all kinds of diseases over there, Cameron. The place is ridden with filth.
Oh, God.
You speaking from experience?
Yeah.
No, just TV and movies. I've never been too far out of, like, the South. I've never been out of the country.
We got to fix that. We got to take you to Paris.
Yeah. Yes.
Got to take you to Bangkok.
Paris. No, I don't want to go to Paris, dude. Fox News says that place is a shithole. I want to go to I definitely need to go to Scotland and Ireland. The only thing about Ireland is that I want to go to the bad parts because I don't want to go to the good parts because I'm not.
For real, that's what I'm saying.
I don't fuck with the good
Independence,
parts of
baby.
Ireland, bro. Up the raw.
It should be one island.
United.
One united.
Yeah.
Ireland.
This redhead gets it.
It's my motherland.
Looks like Guy Fawkes too. Perfect.
Burt Reynolds too.
Crockett brought up something really interesting earlier that I wanted to ask you about because you have maybe some experience with some people who are a little wilder, little outside the box, a little harder to control with your work. And you told me a crazy story earlier.
Got a few.
I was thinking specifically about the girl with DID.
Oh, ODD?
ODD?
Yeah. Do you know what a oppositional defiant disorder is?
It's like you have to do the wrong thing all the time?
It's basically you can't listen.
Yeah.
It's prevalent in more younger people. So for work, I have to deal with those people that have schizophrenia and things like that on occasion. And this girl has ODD and has had a rough childhood. She's 7. And she spent a very long time in a mental facility. She's been banned from certain facilities at 7 because she's aggressive.
Damn.
She was in school for a day before she punched a teacher, broke her nose. She is killing pets. Like, it's bad.
Killing pets?
Yes.
That's the part that really gave me pause.
They need to get her in a boxing gym. That's all you can do.
Well, she's got multiple personalities. So, like, if you ask her about it, she says it never happened because that version of her didn't do it. Because she's got 4 personalities.
And this is why vaccines are bad, folks. That shit's fucking... I've always thought...
Don't trust Big Pharma.
Like, man, to get stuck with like that... Like, obviously, the worst one probably is being a pedophile. Like, to get stuck with that level of mental illness is probably the craziest. But also, you don't know. Like, she doesn't know that she's doing these off-the-wall fucking things.
Right, it's just normal.
Right. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's hard to think about how they feel about it. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes do they actually end up feeling bad about, like, the things that they did? Can they reflect on it at all?
Yeah, it's just a higher level of, like, compartmentalizing. Like, oh, I'm not going to think about that.
Have they tried psilocybin treatments for this young lady yet?
I don't know if she'd need it. You know, actually, speaking of psychedelics like that, I had somebody come in. She was schizophrenic, and she took meth and acid at the same time.
Nice.
And when I got to work, she was watching The Matrix.
Yeah. So now she's really based.
Yeah. She took the red pill.
Scared me. I was worried.
Dude, she was doing kung fu against a stop sign. That's awesome.
Well, and she's one of the, like, there are some people that are like going off what you said, they're like, some of them know that what they're experiencing isn't normal. But then some, like, can acknowledge it, but then don't believe that it's fake. Like,
that's crazy as
like
fuck.
Like schizophrenia especially.
Yeah.
Like when they hear voices, some people are like, oh yeah, like I know that's not there. But then some people will have conversations and then tell you all about it.
That's crazy as fuck.
Because to them it's real.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's nuts. That's like some
God.
deep corner of the psyche, like
Yeah.
getting unleashed that shouldn't be.
Which just makes me
unleashed.
immediately think about like serial killer interviews and stuff, because I've listened to all those before. Interviews.
Those are
with, like,
interesting.
Charles Manson, and then that big guy that cut his mom's head off and fucked it.
What?
Oh, I heard about. He was in Mindhunter
yeah,
too.
he's on Mindhunter. But if you listen to his actual interview tapes from those interviews, he's fucking nuts.
Is it Ed Gein?
No, it's not Ed Gein.
Ed Gein.
Yeah, Ed Gein is an old man from Texas. I think he's from Texas.
Didn't he make a belt
maybe
out
Tennessee.
of nipples?
Is that the Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy?
Yes, he's technically the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
They found like something close to like 30. I think it's like 30 something. Ed Gein. It's like over 30
Ed
bodies.
Gein. Oh wait, Ed Gein though. I thought he made up a lot of shit.
Oh, look, he looks handsome. He looks like a little tramp.
He was also the one who we recently found out made up a lot of shit.
So he took credit for a lot of murders that were happening in the area, because there was some that obviously were his.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, he just kind of wanted to seem like a monster.
Yeah.
Hence the name Monster.
Didn't he kill his mother? He's the one who killed his mother?
No,
I don't know that he killed his mother. I think he just kept his mom around after he killed her. That's what I heard.
I don't think his mom.
Which might be worse.
Yeah, which is worse? Deaths in immediate family.
You have any serial killers you have to work with?
Yeah, so true.
None confirmed so far.
Who do you think?
Anyone that got like real serial killer vibes?
I'd say, yeah. I've definitely met
So,
some that are aggressive.
You work at like an Arkham facility, pretty much.
crazy.
You don't work at like a hospital. You work at like.
No, I work at a hospital.
Okay, you just work in that area of the hospital.
The Gotham corner where the lights
Yeah.
are
Work
like
with Joker.
flickering.
Yeah.
There's a slow drip somewhere that you can hear
Constantly too.
So I've also watched a lot of this show, Ghost Adventures, and a lot of
The
times,
one on Discovery Channel?
Yeah, it's been on a couple different channels.
Okay.
Them boys, they end up finding a way to get back on a network.
Because it's real. What do you mean?
Yeah, well, they're exclusively on like HBO Max.
They got to
now.
get the truth out there.
Yeah.
But a lot of the places that they tour or go ghost hunt in are old mental facilities or hospitals, and specifically the mental health area of that hospital is like the worst parts.
Mm-hmm. Well, because they used to do some messed up shit to them.
Yeah.
Like back in the day.
Yeah, well, that's what, is it John F. Kennedy's sister? Yeah,
Yeah, she got lobotomized.
They
Lobotomized the shit
lobotomized
out of
her
her.
ass.
Like fully.
Because she was like ADD or some shit.
Yeah.
She's being 20 and they lobotomized her.
She just talked too much.
Yeah. They lobotomized her, and she was never the same again. And I think he got really upset about that at himself, the dad. I think he got upset at himself, and that's why
They're like, oh, fuck, yeah.
he was a real fuckhead towards the end of his life. He was really shitty to the rest of them.
I would too if I turned my daughter into a vegetable.
I'd feel pretty bad.
I'd feel awful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd start drinking.
That poor family's just
More.
cursed,
Yeah.
dude. Like that's probably the worst at all of them.
Yeah. What I would do if I were that dad is I would probably just drink a lot and then take it out on the kids that were left. Just like,
I don't think there is any left.
I don't. Yeah.
Unless you count her.
But would you not feel worse if you take it out on the kids after what you did to one of your kids?
I don't know. It depends on how much you're drinking.
Fair. And what you're drinking.
Oh yeah. That pink cocaine. Have you heard about pink cocaine?
I'm thinking of Pink Whitney, but I don't think that's right.
No.
No, I thought pink cocaine's just Molly.
I don't know what it is, but it's been making the rounds in the news. They're saying it's killing a bunch of celebrities because they're buying this glamorous pink cocaine.
Yeah, it's probably.
I think it's just benadryl.
Yeah.
It's just crushed up
Crushed
benadryl
up Benadryl, Motrin.
mixed with some like
Yeah.
meth.
It's pretty though.
Oh, is that what Liam Payne was on?
That is what LP was on.
Yeah, we had talked about that. How he was on that.
Yeah, we can't talk about him too much,
Nope,
or we'll
nope,
get
backing up,
stricken
backing up,
down.
backing up.
Yeah, we got-
We're out of here.
Blur
we
that
got
off
age
the screen.
restricted on
Sorry, what's
an earlier video because we talked too much about how he did it.
How he
Wow.
He did the thing that he did,
That we
Right.
cannot
and
talk
now
about.
he's no longer here.
Right. You gotta watch your actions sometimes.
Yeah, mostly words with this
Also, we got. I thought it was hilarious. I already informed all them on our last episode that came out today. We got a for context for watchers banner underneath our video about what HIV and AIDS really is, and not what I said it was.
It's completely it's just. I think it's just based on the title of the video, which the title of the video
I don't
they're
know.
assuming it's a lot worse than it is.
No, this is whenever we talked about how you convinced me that you had AIDS in the last episode.
Yeah, so we started
We're
talking about
getting
that. We were talking about that because he really just had a cold that he passed along to everybody, and I said, well, some people say that AIDS is just
God.
like a flu.
But it is very.
We need to stop
and
talking
then-
about it.
I'm just saying it's very funny with the title.
And we'll get that banner again this week, folks. Because I remember Dr. Sebi and Nipsey Hussle and Nick Cannon. I don't know if you know about those cats and their research into autoimmune diseases. Or
I'm not
anything.
trusting any research Nick Cannon is doing.
Well, he's just funding the research.
Okay.
It's all the
he needs to be funding his kids.
It's like all the herbal holistic sea
don't
moss
worry, they're
shit.
fine.
Are they? All 30 of
Oh
them?
yeah, they're doing
sure.
fine. Well, half of them's mom is fucking Mariah Carey, and she's just marrying richer dudes than Nick Cannon, so that helps.
Yeah, they're doing good.
Yeah.
The Wild and Out girls, I'm sure they've got some kind of contract at least, bro.
With MTV, maybe?
12 acknowledged
With
children.
6 women.
He hasn't.
That's easier.
He hasn't hit the Philip Rivers numbers yet, but
Who's Philip Rivers?
dude, he's gosh, what is he? I think he's Mormon or like super Catholic. He's got
He's
like
a
19
quarterback
kids.
from
Yeah.
the NFL. Yeah, he's one of the best in our era. Or he's like he's the guy that he would be like the best quarterback in
If
the
he could win
NFL
it.
today in his prime. But because he came up in the era with Tom Brady, Drew
Peyton
Brees,
Manning.
Brett Favre, Eli Manning, all them, he kind of slipped through the cracks. He's still very noted, but
I think in the future, we should, as a podcast guest, we should get one of Wilt Chamberlain's bastard children.
yeah, that's
There
what I'm
you go.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get one of them, and then we'll get Magic Johnson's son
Yeah.
on here. Have you ever seen Magic Johnson's son?
No.
Google just
Does he have
Magic
AIDS?
Johnson's son.
Yeah, did he pass it down?
I'm
Let's
sorry.
just say he's working on it. Over there to the right there, yeah. That's Irving Jr.
He's so cute.
Oh, you know, I think I have seen a picture
Yeah.
of them.
He looks like.
You know what I'm gonna go do?
kind of makes you think if his dad got that disease from promiscuous swimming.
Is it like that?
They look like a character
He
Medea would play.
He looks like a wax model. Yeah.
He does look like Tyler Perry and like
Yeah.
Tyler Perry dressed as RuPaul for Halloween.
His skin's beautiful.
He does have
He's
flawless skin.
Glowing.
He's truly glowing.
Flawless skin. Well,
Definitely
he's rich as
moisturizes.
shit. You think he can't beat pimples, dude? His dad fucked AIDS up.
I did not know that about him.
His dad has been living with AIDS for the past 30-something years.
At
you think
least.
he
It's
can-
gone now, actually. Like, he
That's
cured
very
it.
sweet.
And he will destroy you on the basketball court.
Yeah.
His dad
Yeah.
is.
He's
beat
he's
AIDS?
like the one person that
beat
stayed
AIDS.
overweight while having HIV.
Yeah.
We're just gonna get flagged.
Makes me wonder. Yeah, dude, this is.
So much
we're talking so.
talk.
We love
much
talking
quacking
about autoimmune deficiency viruses.
Well, I
on
mean,
this.
we can talk about Magic Johnson having HIV.
And of course, as we all know, our benefactors at Google and the YouTube Corporation are very kind and forgiving.
We love
to
them.
us. They are good
We
people.
are. Hey.
And they know what they're doing whenever they put informational tags on our videos. Thank you, YouTube.
Yes. Well, someone has to correct me.
We
If they
appreciate
don't,
your hard work.
I'm just gonna be out here spreading all kinds of like half-ass information. That's the thing. My information, it might not be misinformation. It might just be half-ass information.
You
Which
got
also
some
takes
truth
It's
there.
Franklinton
Which
type of information.
subjectively, that could be, misinformation.
What's
if
your
it's not correct?
What's your favorite piece of misinformation that's been spread?
One that's the flat earthers are hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Like the theories they come up with.
Mhm.
Flagged
The
after
charts that they
flagged.
show you.
Yeah, the charts or like the hollow earth theory and everything.
Yeah.
I actually saw something. There's a word for it. Pirate software? That dude on TikTok, he used to work for Blizzard.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I saw him, he was talking about how there's a term for when they can join theories together. And that's how you get to hollow earth. It's like a mix of flat earth and some other thing.
Yeah, you just wrap it around a circle.
Yeah.
The earth is round, but it's hollow on the inside, and you can walk on it.
Yeah, I will say this. It does fuck me up a little bit that we can send satellites that far into space, but we can't fly to the other side of Antarctica. That does fuck me up a little bit.
Because there's an ice wall.
Yeah.
Not that there's an ice wall. I just don't know. They say, like, you run out of gas or whatever. Like, the fuel-wise, you wouldn't be able to make it. But you would think that we would have some kind of, like... I've never
Way
seen
to
a
do it.
satellite, even a satellite view of that side of the Earth.
We do have them. There's something called polar orbit,
Or globes.
which is
I mean, for sure globes, but globes are also fucking... The same thing as like a He-Man action figure. He-Man's not fucking real, but you can get
He
the
is
full
to me.
dimensions on him. Down to scale at least.
6'8", 340 pounds of just muscle.
Yeah.
Because I'm the furthest thing from a flat earther, honestly.
Same.
That bitch round as hell.
I am on X enough though to question everything.
Oh God.
X is this dangerous place.
It
Yes,
is.
it really
is. And I catch myself and I make sure that I make sure to mute the right people because I've caught myself getting pissed off at certain things on the internet. And I'm like, dude, that's nothing for you to get pissed off about right now. Like, don't work yourself up over that. Like, something's going to happen and it'll make it okay. Like, so unfortunately, that kind of shit just happens, but yeah.
Well-
It's sad to see some things that happen and it makes me a little upset.
I think it's messed up that X doesn't have an HR. Did you see that?
They
It
don't
was
have
a-
a human resources
Yeah, it was a
department?
while ago. So like
take it to the courts.
yeah, so like people were putting on their resume that they used to work for Twitter or X and no one could prove it because they didn't have a
Damn.
department.
Well, the transition was a messy one. It was just as messy as like
Yeah, they
Afghanistan. The
Just fired
transition
most of the
was.
people.
Well, they kind of tried to make it to where it was almost not sabotaged for when he took over, but like he went in there. Most of the workers are gone, obviously, because they're loyal. And
Right.
then the ones that are there, how does he know he can trust any of them? How does he know that the people didn't tell them to stay back and fuck shit up or whatever the hell?
Can you call Elon and ask if he remembers me?
Yeah. It's been that's got to be a shitstorm just taking over that in the middle of like running all these different companies. Just take over X.
Yeah.
Take your loss on it completely.
Yeah.
$44 million or whatever the fuck it was.
I don't know that it ever will like recover.
No.
I don't think so.
I think he thought in the long run, though, it's better for him and the people that he's interested in propping up because they were eventually going to get censored out and blocked out on those places.
Yeah, it's a big PR thing.
So
Because now he's in control of the censor.
In his mind, from what it seems like he says, he was just trying to save free speech on the internet. Now they're going to start sending everything to court. If you have like internet disputes, there's like courts in Texas you have to go to.
For internet disputes?
Like
Yes.
Twitter beef?
For,
you gotta go to court
yeah,
for
like
Twitter
for,
beef?
yeah, for like if you're wanting to sue somebody for slander or say that they said something that was out of pocket and they should be banned or something like that, you have to go to court now.
Yeah.
You can't just get banned for no reason. Or that's what they're trying to pass. You can't, like, they can't just send you a thing saying you're banned. You have to have your day in court.
Dude,
for them
I
to
can't
ban
wait
you.
for Judge George Mathis to step up and fucking do internet crimes. It's just like Zoom calls.
Yeah, and it's weird. They're planning on like taking all these departments that are in Washington D.C. and spreading them across the country, so that way it's not all there centralized to the corruption. So like the Department of Agriculture is going to be moved to Colorado. That internet thing I'm talking about, that's going to happen in like federal courts in Texas. I'm pretty sure. It's going to be weird. I think our country is going to be like a completely different country. Like
I'm excited for
In
the
a
entire
way.
structure of America to shift and change beneath my feet as I grow older. And
It's a wonderful time to be alive.
Yeah, I can't wait to be old and out of touch in 2 years, whenever everything's different from what it is now.
I can't wait to retire when I'm
Yeah.
85
Yeah, it's gonna
You
be
know
great.
what?
with no social security.
As a
Yeah, fuck that. We
comedian,
don't need it. You
as
don't
a
need Social
comedian
Security.
and a slight
It's a scam.
anarchist, though, I invite anything that's gonna fucking change up the machine, dude.
Yeah, it's just gonna get stronger. I think if they get this machine eats stuff like when new shit happens, it
Yeah.
just eats it and adapts and like becomes stronger and better and
I just
faster.
hope we don't end up actually going to war with the cartels. Going to war with the cartels is crazy. Going to war with Mexico? Because that's pretty much what you're doing. You're not going to war with the cartels. You're going to war with Mexico.
Well, because the cartel runs Mexico.
Yeah. It's the same thing as, oh, we're going to war with the Taliban. Well,
Well, it's also like
how'd that go? Fucking,
You're
killed
also-
all those civilians.
if you
Right.
go to war with a cartel, you're also going to war with the entire supply chain of that cartel. You know, like what you got?
You know, what a great day it is to be alive. You said that. And when do you remember the day that you were alive?
I wrote it down actually.
Actually, I know. Don't worry.
Okay.
You talking as in my birthday?
Yeah, I'm talking about whenever you were alive. Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Mhm. You know how they say you unalive. You do remember that January 27th?
I do.
1999.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember
You
vividly.
remember it?
It was vivid.
It
Yeah.
was vivid.
What
Yeah.
was your first
It was
sensation?
traumatic.
My first sensation, relief. You know, getting that first breath out. A very rewarding experience.
You were like,
Shout out
dying.
to my mom.
Did they have to slap you a couple times to get the breath out of you, or did you immediately come out
No, yeah.
crying?
No, they had to, do some stuff to me to finally get that breath out,
Yeah.
and then to keep breathing. But
That's scary when you see videos of babies being delivered and they're like just purple and they have to slap them and then the color comes to them and they start breathing and shit. It's
and
nuts.
the color comes quick too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That first breath has got to feel so good.
It's a rewarding experience.
I'm really glad that you did get born.
You were
And so is
Okay.
Poseidon, apparently.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
wow.
being-
You know what? I usually do this thing that's called birthday crimes, but I've really been on a Florida man kick because of the new show. So this is an ode to you, Florida man. Or it's Florida Man.
Yeah,
think
just
that's what
generic.
it's
You don't have to shout out the show.
Oh, I'm shouting out the show because that show is fantastic.
We don't need to give people branding. That's HBO Max. They got millions of dollars. We're just guys in a house.
Yeah, but if I like their work, I'm gonna go shout them out because it's wonderful. Well, an ode to you, Florida Man. I want to talk about 2 crimes that happened on your birthday by a Florida man, or crimes and just weird ass shit that, like, of course, because it's Florida Man, sort of thing.
Florida
So-
men are different.
They're built different, yes. This first one, I just loved.
Okay.
Okay, so a Florida man prompts evacuation at Taco Bell after bringing grenade he found while fishing. Damn. closed down Taco Bell. But he found it while magnet fishing, which I've never heard of. But it's while using a magnet to search water for salvage items. The fisherman pulled up a World War II hand grenade, according to police in Ocala, Florida, about 80 miles northwest of Orlando. The fisherman threw the grenade in his truck. He didn't care. And drove to Taco Bell, where he called police. And then the police was evacuated, which is less fun. I was hoping that they saw it.
Did he threaten the Taco Bell with it, or did he just bring it in
He
there
just
like,
brought it.
yo, look what I found? Everybody's like,
It was a relic from the Battle of Florida in World War II, if y'all remember that.
Why is a World War II grenade in Florida?
Probably from
wonder.
Army supplies.
Maybe it was
yeah,
his,
people
and he
brought
just
all
threw
kinds
it
of
in
shit
there.
back with them.
Yeah.
I've seen like especially World War II, they brought shit back with them. Vietnam, they didn't get to bring as much stuff back with them, but I've seen like full on it's the fucking rifle they use, is the M14 or the M1 Grand.
Okay,
M1
yeah.
Grand. I've seen my friend has one of those from his great grandpa with the bayonet and everything.
Yeah. It's
Shit's
weird.
pretty badass.
It's weird that he threw a grenade in the river, because the reason you usually throw weapons in a river is because you use them to kill someone.
Right.
And that grenade never went off.
Yeah. Well, and also he went magnet fishing. What if he would have accidentally just pulled the pin?
Ching!
Well, and then he just
Yeah.
casually threw it in his truck.
He was
Yeah.
casual about it.
He threw it in the bag and it was bouncing around back there.
Wrap a towel around it.
You guys remember the old honey badger meme? The honey badger don't care?
give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's Florida man now.
That's Florida man.
Florida man don't care.
He says, hey, check it out.
Florida man don't give a fuck.
He thought it was a baseball.
He's like, oh, metal baseball.
You know what? That one was the fun one.
Yeah, you said you had 2 crimes?
That was the fun Florida man. I'm going to talk about the Florida man that's unhinged.
Now give me the sad one.
This was the... I wouldn't say it's
Make me
sad,
tear up.
but it's a little different. You know, it might make you tear up depending on what type of guy you are.
I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out. Okay, this next one. Florida man caught on camera beating shark
What kind of
with
shark?
a hammer.
Please tell me it's a hammerhead. Please tell me it's a hammerhead.
Don't be so excited about it. I don't think they're talking about the shark's identity.
That's so good.
I didn't really see it. I just know
Anonymous
that people were
shark.
recommending misdemeanor charges against him.
Only a misdemeanor?
They're recommending misdemeanor charges. Hey, you should probably tell that guy he did something wrong.
I just thought it was fun.
Oh, he tossed it back in the water.
Yeah, he
That's
did
just
that today.
that's somebody that doesn't know what they're supposed to be doing with it.
You can actually watch the video, but I really don't watch it.
And most people don't
It's
know
right there.
like
You can
with
watch
those
it.
Can we watch
sharks,
it?
you can just cut the line, even if the hook's in there. More than likely, they'll end up digesting it,
They'll just
and you can just let them go. You don't have to kill them
Yeah.
because they're on your line.
No, he beat it with a hammer and said, go back home.
Yeah,
Yeah, I felt like something happened to this man, like prior to.
a club
With a
or
shark.
something to hit a fish on the head
crazy.
with.
Dude, he just pulled it up and wailed on it. Just fucking kicked it back.
It's not funny. Yeah,
He
you
was
know what
fishing
type
for
of
one
man
that-
he is,
effort
man.
to fish it out of the water.
We're
He was
seeing what type of
he was
man.
looking for one that looked like his wife.
Can we watch the video? Can we watch the video?
I don't think we should watch the video. I
Okay.
think we're gonna be flagged for the video. For
We don't have
animal
to. We don't have to
cruelty.
show the video.
blur it out and then direct
Yeah.
our viewers where to go to watch it.
So we're gonna watch it.
Yeah, Channel
Unless you have-
6, South Florida guys, go look for
Actually,
the...
can we finish reading the article and then watch the video as a little sweet dessert?
Sweet little cherry on
There's
top.
a video of him
Okay,
beating
the Florida
shark.
Fish and Wildlife Commission is recommending charges against a man who was caught on camera beating a shark with a hammer along Florida's Space Coast. NBC affiliate Wesh TV reports the agency is recommending 2 misdemeanor charges against the man who has not been identified. Ooh. Let's find this man. Just kidding. And then the AG's office
that's
will
not
determine
really-
if charges will be filed. A video from it actually happened in December 20 showed the fisherman catch what appeared to be a 5-foot shark near Indian Harbor Beach and clubbed it to death with a hammer, and then he tossed it back into the water. Witnesses called police after the incident. So people were seeing this man just fucking beat the shit out of. I wonder if they're screaming.
People were,
I like how it says he later tossed the shark back into the
He
water.
probably walked
So
around
what?
with it for a while.
Yeah,
Kept it
he
in the
whipped
boat.
that bitch in the head a couple times and then hung out with it, and then he's like, "All right, I'm done with this."
I'm bored now.
yeah. These sharks stink.
I will
What the
say,
heck?
for legal news, local governments in Brevard County have responded to public outcry since the incident,
Everyone's mad at this guy.
proposing revisions to city ordinances to expand no fishing areas around 2 beach parks, along with creating a civil fine addition to existing
Yeah, you're
charges.
just not
Seems
allowed
like he
to
was
beat
innocent.
sharks with a hammer in
The
this
people-
area.
The people
area
of
only,
Brevard
though.
County will live in poverty as long as they are jailing men who are taking care of the monster
hammers?
soup problem. Here's the thing. Florida,
God.
especially the coast, relies heavily
You're looking
on
like Trump right
tourist
now.
travel and their beach fronts. If there's sharks out there snagging fucking kids and stuff, that shark, I mean, even though we haven't seen the video yet, looks big enough to take a
That's
kid
a 5 foot
It's a
shark.
5-footer.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's going to ruin beach
That's-
for at least a
Shark
summer.
lives
That's
matter.
millions of dollars. You need these guys out here doing quality control on your waters.
That's
Quit
Jaws
trying
Jr.
to go after these guys. We need quality control in our
He's
waters.
making
You know what
everyone
they-
scared of the sharks. The sharks are not monsters.
You know what they say about a 5-foot shark?
What do they say?
If sharks aren't monsters, what are they?
Well, they literally have.
They're
You
older
know
than
what they say
trees.
about a 5-foot shark, right?
They're coming closer to the coast because it's getting hotter and their food sources are running dry. So that's part of it. So like we just have to learn how to live in tandem with them.
3 feet of
Because
teeth,
it's
2 feet
their
of tail.
home. The shark, it's their homes. I'm an advocate for the shark. You know, I'm on the Shark Lives Matter.
If that shark bites a hook, what's to say it's not about to bite my toe?
It won't.
How do
But-
you know? You know
And
the
if he
shark
does,
personally?
The
that's
shark
his-
will definitely
But
bite
that's
you.
just who he
Exactly.
is. Like, am I trying to like kill lions? Like, no. Because I mean, if I go in their
That's why-
territory, I'm
Well, lions
expecting
have
to go get killed.
sanctuaries
That's why I keep a gun on me.
They should be
for when you go
sanctuary.
when you go fishing for
I
sharks.
don't know if that shark has a gun.
I don't know if it's armed.
Yeah. Well, and I think
They probably planted a
We
gun on
Let's
him.
offer-
watch this shark get what's coming
we
to
offer
him.
we offer too much empathy for these mindless killers.
I will offer.
No,
all
no. Sharks
time.
are good. Sharks are an important part of the ecosystem. We love sharks.
We love them.
We walked into their territory. We get fucked up. That's on us.
Yeah.
They fuck up
let's,
turtles,
Let's
though.
see this guy get some revenge, though.
Yes, I guess so.
Maybe that was a shark that murdered his wife.
He's dragging it. There's no way that shark killed nobody's wife.
That's awful.
How far out did? Yeah.
He's
Yes,
just sitting there on the beach with a hammer.
dude.
Cam, can you go back?
Oh, see, that's what I was thinking. Like, dude, you're gonna have to drag this thing so far out for it to not just come back straight to fucking shore.
Yeah.
Tie weights to it.
Fucked up.
And now you're attracting other sharks too. Now
With
there's
all the
blood in
blood,
the
yeah.
water. Now you're
That's his next victim.
Now you're chumming.
Dude, he could do that all day.
He's a serial shark killer.
It's probably a bull shark too, being that close to the water and everything.
Yeah, I don't want to get accusatory to the shark.
But aren't they river sharks? Bull
Shark was
sharks?
probably doing drugs.
Bull sharks can live in brackish water. They
Yeah.
can live in brackish water, and they've been found
Yeah.
up the mouths of rivers living in fresh water.
Yeah.
And that's so bull sharks can live closer to the shore because there's more oxygen in that water because it's getting more sunlight.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's most of the reason why. And then so it creates more life there. So that's where smaller sharks go hunting as compared to like great white sharks are so fucking big, nothing can fuck with them. So they can go hunt
Open up.
Down
Wherever they
deep.
want.
with the tuna and shit like that. Whereas this thing has to eat like small fucking schools of fish and fucking turtles, whatever he can get his fucking hands on.
Yeah.
Well,
Shout
What was in
out
the shark's
sharks.
stomach?
what was in the shark's
Yeah,
stomach?
were there
A
turtles?
bunch of nails.
I don't think.
In Florida, fentanyl. Yeah, that's
I
what
don't
the
think we know
police
that.
report said, that the shark actually did not die from the hammer strikes, but it was a fentanyl overdose.
That pink cocaine.
Yeah.
Pink cocaine.
Oh,
He actually,
God.
yeah, he actually took
Well,
a
this
fall from a balcony in Buenos Aires.
Happy birthday.
He was in Florida. Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
happy birthday.
course.
Yeah.
You got 2 really good birthday crimes.
I'm telling you, Florida men are crazy.
But this is like not even birthday crimes. This is like Florida man birthday edition.
That was last year, too.
That was last year.
Yeah, that happened last year on your birthday. What were you doing on your
Dude,
birthday?
What were you doing on your
Yeah.
birthday last year?
You
Probably getting
remember?
drunk.
Hell yeah. So was this guy.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I went and
was
saw a
good.
movie.
Nice.
Is that a sober move or a drunk move, whipping the shit out of a shark?
Either?
I think that could
Yeah,
totally
that-
be sober.
that's a
by
fun time,
crazy
rain or
man.
shine.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, like, I could see when I was like a way younger kid, I could see myself if I caught a shark like that, panicking, not knowing what to do, and being like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just kill it."
Start kicking.
Yeah.
Just kill it. But as an adult, I would just cut the line, let it go.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not fishing from the beach like that because you always end up pulling in sharks. That's most of what you catch if you fish off the beach like that. You're gonna catch.
And now you gotta carry it too.
Yeah,
That's probably why you beat
and then
it.
Shark, like no one wants to eat that much fucking shark, bro. That's why the dude threw it back. If the guy wanted to eat shark, that bullshit fucking meat, he would have fucking kept it. But no one wants to eat that shit.
No.
Okay, well,
Crockett,
Florida,
do you have any
man.
videos that beat watching a guy pound a shark with a hammer?
Buddy Doobie. Let's pull up that real talent. Let's,
Real talent. Okay.
Oh, dude, my fly's been undone this whole podcast.
Spread eagle.
Wow, he's really been up.
We're gonna have to find a blur effect and just blur out.
A spread eagle facing the camera. Zipper down.
Oh man, my butthole was in the shot. Dang.
So here's number one. This guy, nothing bad happens to him at all. He's a skater, and he's showing. This is kind of like that Lord of Dogtown style skating. It's not really like ramps and shit. You'll see.
Before
It's good
this,
stuff.
More street stuff.
this is a segment
Yeah.
called Real Talent.
Oh yeah.
We try to find real talented people on Instagram Reels. Crockett curates this list, and at the end, we're gonna ask you who you think is the most talented.
It's a talent
Okay.
show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And we're gonna go and throw shark beating guy into the mix soon.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
as
God.
a dark horse pick.
As a dark horse. Jesus Christ.
Depending on the other talent, he might win it.
He might win it.
His form was impeccable.
Yeah. You got some good swings in there.
He was what, a 3
was-
swing and he was
yeah.
done?
Yeah.
He
That's
was really
good.
rearing back too. He was fucking getting up there.
Dropping
can
it
see
down.
it.
Also,
Yeah,
who
it's
brings
like
a fucking hammer with them fishing? That guy. I think that was probably his intention.
He was waiting for that
He's
moment.
gonna try to fix a sunken
Yeah,
ship.
I guess like if you caught another fish that you wanted to keep, to kill it fast, you would club it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how they kill fish at
Yeah,
like fish
with
markets.
The like nail remover part or something like that.
Yeah, well, really, what you need is just like a little billy club or something.
Yeah.
You don't even need to. You just get a log or something. You just fucking hit it on top of the head like a catfish. That's what we've always done.
Are
Yeah.
we
Mm.
ready for some real talent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With these
Let's see
skater
it.
boys. I love my skater boys.
Love this song.
Oh, you went one leg. He's like dribbling the skateboard.
Yeah.
That is very fun.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all have ever seen the movie Lords of Dogtown about like the original skateboard competitions and shit, but this is the kind of stuff they were doing.
That's crazy.
How long do you think that takes for you to master?
That kind of
That's
shit.
crazy.
It depends on what kind of personality you are.
Yeah.
Like I'll never be that good at that ever, but there's some people that could fucking like if Ben Bauman dedicated himself to this for like I'd say 2 years, he could probably do most of this stuff.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that can get good at something fast.
That's crazy.
Now that 180 thing that he does with the board is crazy.
Yeah. That? He did a
Yeah.
360 there.
He's just dancing with the
He's
skateboard.
just dancing in that moonlight.
Good
Yeah,
song
now
choice.
hit a 15-foot ramp, pussy.
Let me see a 720.
It's also nice and like slower paced.
That was kind of crazy.
That was kind of sick.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a tough one.
That was
That was
beautiful.
Beat.
that was gnarly.
Yeah, really sick shit. That's one of my favorite versions of skateboard. It reminds me more of obviously like roller skating.
Mm-hmm.
Set like 70s
That
style
freestyle
shit,
type thing.
Yeah.
Dude, we should get some hardcore street skaters in the podcast.
Yeah.
And have him recreate that.
Yeah.
Entranced. I am
Nah.
entranced. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, we love that one.
So we got these guys. I always like to include some diversity.
Ooh.
Most of the time,
too.
it's Southwest Asians.
My favorite thing is when Crockett shows me a sport I've never seen before.
So true.
Yeah, what's this one called?
This is throw the recycled bike tire on the tall thing,
All right, cool.
and we're gonna see who's got
Can you do
the
that?
fucking stones to really make it.
Yep.
All right. They're competing?
Yeah. It's a sport. There you go.
Whoa.
That's actually crazy. How many times can they do that in a row, though?
I mean, there's a whole stack of tires.
That's the real talent, guys.
Yeah, right there.
The real talent's the little hip toss at the end.
Oh my gosh, he's dancing the whole
Yeah, yeah.
time. I didn't realize he was the.
The little hype man.
Yeah, the way he's dancing, you would think he made it, but
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I need someone
Because
like
he is
that in my
the
corner.
star.
yeah,
He is the
I love
star.
these guys.
Yeah, he's the winner.
As a 1-2 punch for these guys, I do want to include the guys underneath them, even though I didn't mark it, just to be on their team.
Okay, fine.
Well, because that's not super impressive after watching the skateboarders.
Yeah, so
again.
his teammate is this guy.
Now these guys didn't necessarily do their best. No trigger warnings.
They just
no trigger warnings because
But-
no one actually gets hurt, but these guys do fail a lot.
I hate
so-
that we have to include trigger warnings.
I don't. I love it.
Just put the
need
safety
it.
on.
Trust me, Cameron. If a trigger
Exactly.
warning's ever actually needed, it won't be given.
I really.
We're
hope
gonna
it's
see
For
not
that
someone die.
surprise.
That's great.
God.
Yeah. He's
How
gonna
tall
get-
is that?
It's pretty tall.
Land it?
Oh,
Dude, they
Trigger
land.
warning.
They
That's
all
what-
land so bad. Look at this shit, dude.
What if that is their best?
They're just trying to get internet famous like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And they're just landing so bad. They're fucking their joints and shit up so bad. Their
South-
backs.
Southwest
Awful.
Asian
oh my
jackass.
God, trigger warning.
Yeah, they're getting whiplash
Oh
for
my
real.
God, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. Oh
Look
my
at all the
God.
uneven ground and shit,
Yeah.
too.
The big rocks.
Yeah.
Shout out to those guys. They're willing to take it there, and that's what I really like
Dude,
about
these
those
guys are about their craft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They like it.
I
Southwest
Y'all
Asian
cannot be
jackass
this
right there.
bored.
like
Combined IQ of 1.
Yeah,
Dude,
between all 30 of them over
don't.
there.
I would like.
Thank God there were spotters. That's what it said on one of the comments.
Y'all cannot be this bored.
Yeah, terrible.
That's awesome.
And here we go. This guy, he's kind of defying physics
Oh, yeah?
in general, at
Is
least
this
body physics and
Trigger
anatomy.
warning.
At
No,
least
not
from,
really. It could be gross to some people, but he doesn't get hurt.
From here, he looks older, too.
So I don't think I'm gonna like this. So.
He's staying fit. It's
It-
just a workout.
He looks like a drawing of a guy in a wheelchair. Oh.
Wow.
That's what I was saying. It could be gross to some people, but he's doing this on
He's
purpose.
doing that shit.
I think we're done. I
He's
think
pretty strong. No, he's pretty good. He's good.
we
He
don't
was
need it.
really doing that, but should he really be doing
I
that?
don't
No.
think so.
Bro's shoulder mobility is crazy. Fuck.
It's got a lid on it.
Oh, sick.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I saw that and I was like, I can fucking barely do that with like a broomstick. He's out here power cleaning and like,
My shoulders don't move like that.
Yeah.
yeah, it. Not a lot of people's do. And
No.
looking at all those poles he has in the background, he does some kind of weird circus shit or something.
Yeah. It's his butt hips.
Apparently, it's farting.
He's
Okay.
farting? Okay.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know. That one was
Wasn't you this
disturbing to
time.
me. Yeah.
Well,
All right.
Is
Out
that
of
all
all
of them?
things, I can't believe that's what got you, Madeline. That's
that
crazy.
one was truly disgusting.
When I
that
saw
one really
it-
made me upset. Actually, I did not like that.
When I saw it, I was like, some people might think this is gross, but honestly, super impressive.
it's pretty good.
God,
but
it's not impressive.
as
to me.
The fact that he's
impressive as
walking
it
away
is,
and not, like,
My opinion
writhing
doesn't
on the
matter.
floor.
Whose
So
opinion
true.
matters is Tommy's. So, Tommy,
Lay down
who
the
do you
hammer.
choose to be the winner of Real Talent for this episode of Kids in the Corner?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll say that last one was a close second because he doesn't need to be doing that, but he's
No.
really good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to go with the skateboarder. I was mesmerized, dude.
The skateboarders.
It was
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
cool. I usually see
this
street skating
him?
on my story, so it's nice to see someone doing like, a
Yes,
routine.
that is
Right.
Orson.
Mesmerized.
It's too gay, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty gay.
Yeah, that's gay.
Say you won the podcast.
No context.
Yeah, no context, send.
And then after that, put show Bob's.
Show
In
Bob?
a separate comment.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Show Bob's is
Show Bob's is something that Indian dudes with poor internet literacy will comment on every hot girl's post. Show Bob's.
yeah.
Show vagina.
Vagine.
Yeah.
And it's their way of trying to get lucky. And it's really funny.
We're trying to get lucky.
Their way
Dude.
of trying to make friends.
We're so lucky that all this is connected to my Instagram algorithm and not my Twitter algorithm. Because we would have seen some fucking crazy shit by now. We would have seen that. Dude, I saw a video the other day of this fucking Indian dude in England. And this lady's just sitting in a fucking cafe and trying to enjoy her breakfast. And right out the window, he's just sitting there fucking jerking off, making faces at her. And she's like, fuck off. Fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. He just fucking keeps going. It's crazy as fuck.
God, there's just people like that out in the
They have
street.
no chill.
No.
I've
No
seen
chill
people
at
like that in L.A.
Yeah, there's a lot of jerker offers in L.A.
LA's a wild. Their homeless are wild. That's
Everywhere,
That's a
too.
different breed of homeless, dude.
They just be on the Walk of Fame, yanking it, taking a shit.
Fucking like having full on fights with nobody in front of Starbucks and shit.
Yes.
Dude, my first morning in Los Angeles, we were on some acid, and it was very early in the morning. We wanted to go. This is how fucked up we are. We wanted to go see the sunrise on the beach.
Yeah.
But the sun rises
Movie
in
moment.
the east and sets in the west.
So
So
you
we
just turn around. And
yeah, you have to turn around and watch the smog form in the morning over the hills and
With
shit.
the beach behind you.
You see
Yeah.
a beam of sunlight on like an actively jerking off homeless man.
Yeah, and we're fucking a couple white trash kids from Franklinton, Louisiana. So literally what we decide we're going to do is get dropped off at Venice Beach at 4:30 in the morning.
No.
At 4:30.
Dude, we're walking through and like we're on drugs. So we're like anything could be going on around us. We don't fucking know. We're all just hanging out together and we're talking and shit. We don't even realize you're like it's like The Walking Dead. There's just like fucking bodies all over the fucking ground, and some of them are like, and they're like fucking starting to stand up and shit. So
They're
we
starting to
fucking,
wake up because
Yeah.
it's 4:30 in the morning and the
the
sun's
sun-
about to come up.
yeah. And so we fucking we haul ass. We get on the beach, dirtiest beach I've ever been on
Oh,
in
it's
my
awful. Do
fucking
not
life.
go in the water at Venice Beach.
Dirtiest fucking beach I've ever been to in my life. I went out there and I touched the water just to say I touched the fucking Pacific Ocean. Like I wasn't gonna go there, look
Yeah.
at the water, and not touch it. And then
Seize the moment.
Yeah, and then we walked up to a coffee shop. We were like just looking for something to fucking do because it was so early in the morning. And there was a Starbucks on the left, and like not that far from the beach. And then up some more, there's a Phil's Coffee House. And we were just gonna go to the Starbucks, but in front of the Starbucks was a fucking whacked out homeless dude on meth screaming "It's not fair" and throwing the outdoor patio furniture at the fucking glass wall front storefront Starbucks. Just fucking going ham. So we went up to Phil's Coffee, thankfully, because I ended up having the best cup of coffee I've ever had in my life.
Those local places are good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've found out it's kind of a chain, but only in like the Los Angeles area, like SoCal area.
Right.
But they
Y'all
had
ever
good
had
stuff.
In-N-Out?
I have.
I did not have In-N-Out while I was there.
I had In-N-Out. It was fine.
It's okay.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't anything we needed to like change course about. That's
No.
that's what I knew going into it.
Yeah.
After you face that Whataburger lie for the first time, where they're like, "Oh, it's the best ever," and I'm like, I think I still like Burger King just as much or more. I don't fucking
I'm
know.
a little biased towards Burger King.
I like Whataburger.
Whataburger's fire. That honey
Whataburger's
butter
got the
chicken
fries.
biscuit.
It's
There's so many other places with fries though, Cameron.
Whataburger's got
McDonald's
the
got
fries,
the
though.
best
They got
fries.
the spicy ketchup.
McDonald's got
That
the
spicy
best
ketchup is good.
fries.
Ketchup is good.
Okay, would you
And they
put
got
hot sauce
seasonal
in your
shakes,
ketchup?
dude.
It's not the same. Because then I got to do it myself.
The Kids in the
I live
Corner
in corporate
podcast is brought to
America.
you by Whataburger.
It's not brought to you by Whataburger.
All right, yeah, then do a promo.
It'd be a lot
Okay.
cooler.
Kids in the Corner podcast likes you to enjoy all kinds of different things at once. And that's why our podcast is brought to you by Cookout. When you want chicken nuggets and a chili dog, go to Cookout.
Chicken quesadilla.
Dude, the quesadilla was my...
1 hour.
We're at 1
Awesome.
hour?
Dude, those cookout chicken nuggets are I do got to say, they're the old Wendy's nuggets.
Yeah.
Love cookout chicken nuggets.
You tried their cookout sauce?
I have had the cookout sauce.
That stuff is good.
It is. It doesn't compare to Cane's sauce, though.
No.
I live about 3 minutes from a Costco. We should probably do an episode where we try the chicken bake.
And
It's
the
good.
double chunk chocolate cookie.
You've had the chicken bake?
Yeah.
I've never had the chicken bake.
Me
It's
neither.
Would you
so
give it a
good.
boom?
Oh, it's a boom for sure.
How many
Yeah.
booms on the
Riz
boom
face.
meter? It's 1 to 5 on the boom meter. How many booms does he get?
What are we saying is a 5?
A
It's
boom
5
is like
booms.
So I can have a scale, like,
Yeah, it's
you know, something
1 to
to-
5's good.
but something to
one's-
compare it to, you know?
one's bad.
Well, usually people will give like whatever they choose 5 big booms anyways for the video.
No.
But
I'm not fake like that.
Yeah, the Rizzler said that the chicken bake gets 5 big booms, so I believe him.
I will try.
I believe him.
I've
He's a
tried
man
the,
of refined taste.
I've tried the smoothies at Costco. 3.5 booms.
I haven't had the smoothies.
They have like a frozen coffee drink. It's more like a 3 boom. It's like,
Okay.
it's pretty good. It kind of tastes a little weird.
That chicken bake's at least a 4.5.
Yeah, that chicken bake's 4.5. Costco hot dog, 4 booms.
Yeah.
Solid 4 booms.
It's solid, reliable.
The pizza, maybe 4.5, maybe even 5 booms because it's so cheap.
We had the
It's
double
so
chunk
good.
chocolate cookies here one
Yeah,
night.
the double. We've had those.
We had those here one night.
They're
when we
big. They're
went and got
2-sitting
the
cookies.
Costco pizza. That's as good of a pizza as you can get around here, honestly.
And for the price, too.
Except for that Domino's we had the other night.
I
Holy
heard stories
shit.
about that Domino's.
For some reason, it was just so good.
It was so good. And folks, I know you just heard that. He heard stories about this Domino's that
It was
we
that
ordered
good.
the other night. It was that good. There was no, I mean, we
really made up for the terrible night.
we slayed, ate, no crumbs, that fucking Donnie Mo's.
licked the box clean.
Here at the Kids in the Corner podcast, we have a grudge against comedian Cam Stafford.
Oh no!
Comedian,
No,
if you can even
no.
call him that. He
we
no
don't.
call, no show to our
No, we
podcast.
don't.
And
I don't
what do
talk
we
about
say?
it.
What does
I don't
our
talk about it?
does our 50+ viewers an
I don't talk
episode say anything to you, Cam?
Yeah, guess what, Cameron? Our subscribers didn't miss you one bit. Because
Nope.
guess what? Much like us, they don't really know who the fuck you are, buddy.
Ooh.
Okay, we're deleting all of this.
No, we're not. He's a one-hit wonder. Except he has no
oh my
hits.
God. Oh my god.
So he's just a wonder?
It's a wonder why he's fucking
Well,
talking to me.
let's
Hey,
end on a
wonder, I hardly know her.
Let's end on a positive note.
Yeah. Do you have anything really like heartwarming that's really that
Is
you'd
there
love to
anything
share
you
with the
wanted
people?
to get
Yeah.
out in the podcast?
Anything you want to admit?
No, not really.
Any secrets?
Anything you want to confess to?
Go for your dreams.
Any secrets?
None.
Mm.